So the other day, I decided to go fishing. Nothing out of the ordinary. I've done that a million times, obviously. But this day ended up being different for me. Y'all check this clip out. So I just had something happen I've never had happen before. I was coming up to... Shit. What a day, bro. I was coming up that last show right there. So obviously, I'm dragging the yak up it. Listen, I've waded many rivers, many miles. I ain't never had a fucking snake under my feet while I'm coming up a shoal. This sumbitch, I don't know, he wasn't no giant snake. He probably 2.5 foot long. But he's a water moccasin, underwater, swimming right at my foot. Like the sumbitch knew I was coming and he was coming to attack me. I went to high stepping back. I reminded myself of a gosh damn Clydesdale. Boy, I was shitting and getting. You hear me? Whew, it was so close that I got here and took them damn shoes off, make sure he didn't get me, and I somehow just didn't feel it. I put them 1-2s on him. I know he had to feel that damn. Whew. I did catch a bunch of fish today, so I guess you just got to take the good with the bad. God. So naturally, I uploaded that clip to all my social pages, and people were saying, you need to write a song about this. At the time, I hadn't even thought about writing a song about it because it was all still fresh. But I thought, you know what? That's a good idea. And at first, I was going to write a funny song. The title to the song is what I come up with first, Snakes in the Water. And as I started writing this song, it became really clear to me really quick that the moment that I had just had was bigger than just that moment. It was a lesson. And within the song, while I was writing the song, I figured this lesson out. And it is exactly what we're going to be talking about on this podcast today. Snakes in the water. So everybody's worried about the loud problems, the obvious problems, the ones that are making the most noise. But the real danger often moves quiet, just underneath the water, to where if you're not really paying attention, you're never going to notice. The stuff that will mess your life up the most is not going to announce itself. It's not going to tell you, hey, I'm coming to mess stuff up. Now, it's going to sit there underneath the water, and it might be swimming 1,000,000 miles an hour at you. And if you're not super tuned in, you're never going to know. But that don't mean it's not coming. Just know that not everything dangerous is going to look dangerous. You're not going to be able to see everything that's bad for you. No matter how on guard you are or how much you try to pay attention and look for it. Because a lot of times, things that look calm ain't safe. I've waded up them rivers 1,000,000 miles. My papaw, he waded up them 1,000,000 miles. He never told me a story about seeing a snake in a shoal. And I asked my aunt yesterday, did y'all ever see any snakes while y'all was wading? Because I know me and papaw did. And she said, we seen snakes, but never in a shoal. And definitely never coming towards us. You know, like when I was going up that shoal, nothing seemed out of place. I'd waded up. I'd just come down that shoal not a few hours before that. And on the way back up, I'm glad that I had those glasses that I had on that'll cut through the water. Because had I not been able to see underneath the surface, oh, I know it would have got me. Ain't no doubt. Because I stomped it a few times trying to get away, and every time I'd kick at it, it'd come back. Thank God for those glasses. And that's how life is. Relationships, uh, opportunities, situations, situationships. If you're not really paying attention, them snakes will bite you, man. Just because it looks peaceful don't mean it's safe. And what sucks is the closest threats to you are going to hit the hardest. Like, that snake wasn't across the river. He was under my feet. Now, granted, he was not my friend. he was never my friend. Never would have been. I'm not a snake guy. But the people closest to you, the ones that you don't pay attention to, them's the ones that'll get you. I mean, that snake was right at my foot. And that's the same way with life. Them bad bites, they come from right next to you. You know, people, but not just people, habits that you get used to, comfort zones, things habits you should break, but you continue to do it. Eventually, it's going to bite you. It ain't the distant danger. It's everything close to you, everything that's already around you. But let's be honest. We all know that this world's full of snakes. It's a snake pit. So I really think that not everything that bites you is actually trying to kill you. A snake's going to be a snake. It's going to bite. I mean, he was just being a snake. I really think because I had tennis shoes on. They was the Brooks tennis shoes, not normal river shoes people would wear, but I love wearing them because they're comfortable. But they have a white strip, a little white band around the inside of them. And I'd seen several snakes and shoals that day on the back side of them where you'd normally see a snake, not like in the shoal. So I really feel like there was a lot of minnows and a lot of fish going through the shoals that day because the water was warming up. And I really feel like that snake seen that white shoe and thought maybe it was a ball of shad or some type of minnow or something. He was just being a snake. You know, the fact that he almost bit my ass, he was just doing what he knows how to do. That's what snakes do. Some people, that's just who they are. And some situations, that's just what it is. You can't be mad at a snake for biting you. It's just doing what it is. You just have to pay attention. Really pay attention in life. Like, thank God. I keep saying thank God for those glasses, man. I know I'd have got bit if I didn't have them on. But after that, I was paying close attention. I wasn't just walking through the water anymore. You know, when you've been bit a few times, thank God I didn't get bit literally that time, but when you've been bit in life by the quote-unquote snake, you start paying attention to things. So you got to pay attention. I guarantee you, after that happened to me, I was definitely paying attention. I was on guard. Y'all seen, obviously, when I got back to the truck, it was just that little strip of water there. I paddled my ass off to the truck, took my shoes and socks off, thinking, damn, did I just get bit and somehow didn't feel it? I was paying attention. You can bet from now on when I wade or I'm out in that water, I won't ever take my eyes off them rocks my feet are stepping on. I'm going to be looking for them. People tell you all the time to watch out for snakes, but you can't always avoid them. You can't stay out of the water forever. If you do, you'll never get anywhere. You just got to take a chance, take risks. That's just part of life. But take risks knowing that you're in a snake pit. If you don't watch it, you're going to get bit. Because you're not going to get the things that you want in life by playing it safe. That's not how it works. Unfortunately. Just remember to put them shades on and keep looking for them snakes in the water. Because they're everywhere.